6 feet deep, he will never trust anything that comes out of the mouth of that his wife. And that's the truth. And so likewise with the children, they will never ever trust their mother. The belief is gone, the trust is gone, you know.
Like, how can you keep that kind of secret for years?
People do. People keep secrets, you know, especially when they know that this thing will tear the family apart. You know, it will tear the family apart. It will give her, you know, some kind of social stigma. You get? So these are some of the things that will go with why they will not want to speak up, especially the women who, like they used to say, "Now, mama, I know who the father of the child."
Yeah.
So she would not want to speak up early because she just feels that if I speak up, things will go bad. I'll lose my marriage. I might even lose the love and care for my children, and all of that. How will society look at me? You know, so these are some of the reasons why they will not want to speak up. But then, like you rightly said about the topic, paternity fraud, it's something that should not be encouraged. With the you know, the knowledge about the DNA science that has come to help matters. Is it really that it has come to help matters or to worsen matters? It's another thing entirely.
It's more like to make you know your stand. Some people now are like, oh, the moment my partner just put to bed, the first thing I will do is to do a DNA test.
That is what is not happening.
Yes, the first thing is to just carry out a DNA test to be sure. Like, I wanted to give you a story. What happened? This guy said his girlfriend came to the house to spend time with him, and she told him that, oh, I want to travel to the village. My mom is sick. And she traveled. He checked online during the weekend and discovered that the girlfriend went to get married during the week.
You can imagine. You can just
imagine. She was getting married that weekend.
Wow.
And the girl was not even aware that she has another person or she's seeing somebody else. I believe they just have this mind of don't put all your eggs in one basket. No?
Yeah, that's what it used to say. I think, like you rightly said, and which was also the story I gave. Some of these women, they do this thing deliberately because of the situation they find themselves in poverty-stricken situation, and they have a payout or a cash out level to get themselves, you know. Look, someone once said recently that most of, you see this DNA thing, many people are afraid to go into it. These top shots today that have, you know, children and all of that, grown-ups, you know, and all of that, and how the video is utterly denying, maltreating them and all of that. I think I saw that story recently.
Yeah.
And the way it was done, DNA tests that were carried out.
Did you find DNA tests?
Yes, but from one angle, from one side. You know, just like this Mohbad's issue too. The Mohbad's wife, where people are saying that the son is not Mohbad's son. They should go for DNA tests at that time when he died and all of that. And I was just like, why talk about the paternity of this child when we are trying to unravel what happened to Mohbad? Yeah. You understand? So because I think that was when this DNA thing started catching fire seriously in Nigeria. It used to be very expensive. I think they made it a little bit easier now, and that's why you are seeing everybody wants to go check for. It will, like you rightly said, it will make couples to sit up and to restrict themselves to their partners in terms of trying to multiply, fill the earth with children and all of that, you know. But you never can tell about this DNA testing. Is it all correct or most of the time? Because you just talked about the Davido's angle now. The lady in question is saying, this is your child. But the test, the DNA test, yes, the DNA test is saying it's not Davido's, right?
Yes.
So there is something fishy about this whole thing, you know. So for me, um, I don't want to call out anybody, but there's a particular actress that I'm even, feel sorry for if if anything of that this DNA test is taken to her family, the husband would just would die. In fact, he would just die.
Okay.
But I don't want to call out names.
You don't want to call out
no,
names?
No, I don't want to call
you
out
don't
names.
Want to call out.
She used to be one of my best actresses back in the day. Because there were rumors flying around that she was having an affair with one of our colleagues in the movie industry as well. Yeah, so the DNA test, like I said, there are some instances where we'll have questions raised, during the procedure.
Well, I feel that because the way it's been carried out, and there should be some level of how do I put it now? It
DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services. Anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome back. So, Mr. Fred, can you tell me, is it possible for this whole thing to be prevented? Is there a way they can prevent it from happening? Paternity issues.
Like when when this HIV/AIDS thing came up back then, when it was really really viral, there was one statement, or there were some statements that were made back then, like use protection, protection. But then the best advice back then was abstinence. Abstinence.
Okay.
Don't even get involved in the first place. That's what it means. Don't even
How
get
do you
involved.
not stay without getting involved?
Yeah. So, truth be said, before I answer that question briefly, let's also tell you that one of the reasons why we have paternity fraud not spoken up or spoken out by especially the families when they know is from some cultures. We see situations where, and it happens in the eastern part of Nigeria, where we have the man not being fertile. Yeah, he's wealthy too, but it's not fertile. He allows the woman to go out there to bear children for the man.
Just hearing this for the first time.
It does happen. It does happen. It happens to some part of the eastern part of Nigeria. Yeah, it happens where, as long as you are married, instead of going your separate ways through divorce, I don't know if it's still operational, but I know back then this was obtainable. You could now, just to keep the family name running of that man run, the woman will be advised to go out there and sleep with another man, probably one particular man, or maybe a couple of them, to have children into that family. So in that space of time, where the secret will want to come out, because the man knows about it, the woman knows about it, maybe one or two family members will know.
Might know about it.
But where the thing will want to come up is probably where maybe one of the partner's friends is involved in the child's health issue, that the child became sick.
His SS. Meanwhile, the wife said she's AA, and the husband is AS.
Yes, there's no
So
way.
tell me
There's no
how.
way they can have an SS
Tell
child.
me how the first child is SS. So
No.
I looked at her and I was like, I do not want to say what's in my mind, but I'm thinking somewhere. You
Look,
get?
sometimes, Adesi, let's call a spade a spade. Um, when it comes to medical records or medical tests, give or take, there are some mistakes from the laboratories where these tests are run. I remember my own.
Yeah.
I remember when there was a situation where we needed to find out some certain things, so we did a genotype thing. The first one I got some few years before that particular day, the result I got in terms of the genotype was different. But back then, that one said AS, the first one. But this new one said AA. I was confused. And I said, no, but I'm AS. And they said, they ran another test, AA. And I said, okay, don't worry. I went to another laboratory, AA. I went to a third one, that one said AS. You see the confusion? And then I went to the last one, the fourth one, and the fourth one says AA. So I held on to the AA. I said, okay. So sometimes, that's why I said about the DNA thing, there could be quacks out there too. In terms of paternity fraud, and I said abstinence, and you said how. Remain faithful to that partner to avoid this kind of issue we're talking about. 1. 2, don't be a cheating partner when you get married, especially from the woman's angle, because if a man impregnates a woman out there, it's not a big story. But if a wife gets pregnant for another man,
Headline.
that's a big headline. So remain faithful to your husband when you get married. You will avoid, paternity fraud. Another angle I want to also look at is the angle of if you know that your partner, especially the male partner, is infertile, and you've done everything for that relationship, that marriage, to produce a child, and it's not forthcoming, and you want to, you as a woman, you want to bear a child, then the man should be aware that, look, this is what I would like. I gave an instance of what happens in the East, some parts in the East. If the man does not like it, then go away from that marriage to avoid that emotional scar, that social scar, stigma that will come your way. So bottom line is, abstain from anything that will bring this kind of shame. Take yourself away from it. If you are the, in quote, hot pants woman, if you know what I mean, someone that is a freak, you cannot stay in one place even when you're married sexually, then
it's better you don't get married.
Don't get married.
Then that's the way forward.
No, but in that same space,
Yes.
before they will grant you that thing, their daughter must have given you a